Hello, welcome to Fit to Flaunt. This is week, oh my goodness, I believe it's week 7, but I'm losing track. That's okay. I am Lora Cheadle, and we are doing an amazing climactic stretch and Yogalesque. And I will let Diane introduce herself, but I'm Lora Cheadle, and I'm doing the Yogalesque part. And I think you probably know me by now. I work with women on releasing judgment and letting go of the need to please so they can find uninhibited joy every day. And my Yogalesque work revolves around releasing the energy that gets stuck in our body when we're holding on to so much stress or heartbreak or fear. And it's just a movement practice that helps release that. And I will let Diane explain her teachings, but our teachings just pair so nicely with each other. So Diane, why don't you introduce yourself?
Thank you, Laura. This is Diane Vich. I'm a registered nurse and a health coach, and I primarily help women with anxiety, digestive issues, and chronic pain release their symptoms from their body by creating a deep connection with themselves and understanding the emotional and the physical root to those symptoms. So we're creating this fun experience because one of the things that I teach is climactic stretches. How can we learn our body in such a deep, personal way that we can use our pelvic muscles, our breathing pattern, and our deep stretching to release emotions from our body? This is why I'm so excited to join forces with you and create this experience.
Yes. Yeah, because we're going to be releasing.
We'll start off with the breath.
Yes.
So the breath I teach in the book, which I wrote, is right here, The Truth About IBS and Anxiety. It's called the 5-5-5 breath. And in the book, I have a little page here about climactic stretch that I'll read in a minute. But essentially, it's breathing in for a count of 5, holding your breath for a count of 5, and then exhaling slowly for a count of 5. When you hear me exhale, I will exhale in an ah sound. It's easy for us to hold in emotions, get that knot in our throat when we have a conversation with someone and it upsets us or makes us angry because we're holding in our emotions. So we want to release emotions in the exhale, and we're going to combine it with something a little bit different. But first, let's try the breath just so you get a feel for the 5-5-5. So we're going to inhale for a count of 5. You're going to see my fingers go up. As I'm holding my breath, my fingers will come down. And as my fingers come up again, that's when the ah is coming out. And you can make whatever noise you feel comfortable with. We're going to breathe in now. You go as long as it will exhale. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 5, and it's perfect. Now, the other thing we're going to combine is once we get into the stretch positions with Laura, I'm going to guide you to the points where we're going to use this breath in combination with a Kegel exercise. If you ever tried a Kegel exercise, it's our pelvic floor. When we tighten those muscles, we will actually feel a release in our body, and it's tightening those muscles and strengthening them and releasing stress from our body. So the Kegel exercise combined with the breath is a very powerful way to move energy and flow it through your chakras and release emotions from your body. So we're going to combine the two together. Now, first, if you've never done a Kegel, try squeezing your pelvic muscles and your butt together, and you can rub the bottom of your belly to see if you feel any movement there in those muscles, and that would mean that you're targeting the right area. Now, if you want to feel it with the breath, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you with my hands. So the guide of my hands is this is our rectum, where my hands are connected here. And as I breathe in and this closes, that means we are closing the front of our pelvis and the lips of our vaginas coming together. And that's how we know we've got that Kegel. And as we exhale, we're releasing it all and letting it relax again. So let's try it now for a count of 5. This time, there's no hands and fingers coming up. It's just hands coming together, hands coming apart. We're going to breathe in for a count of 5. Since that's a little bit difficult for some people, we're going to try it one more time just so you get a feel for it. And this is something we're going to combine later, and your body's going to get used to it as you just practice it, okay? It's very easy. You're going to breathe in again for a count of 5. I got confused with my hands there, but either way, I think you got the idea. It's the 5-5-5. As we inhale, we clench and hold for a little bit, and then exhale and release.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. What I'd like you to do now is just come to a seated position. If you need to turn your phone off or clear a little bit of a space, go ahead and pause us. We're just going to go through a basic flow, and I'm going to lead you through a little bit of a meditation from my book, Flaunt, Drop Your Cover and Reveal Your Smart, Sexy, and Spiritual Self. So however you're comfortable, whether it's seated or kneeling, on the floor is what I prefer, but wherever is comfortable for you. All I want you to do is drop your gaze or close your eyes. Just tune in to yourself for a moment and just notice how you're feeling. I want you to notice your physical body, yes. And I want you to notice your emotions. Right now, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and you may be feeling fear or anxiety about your financial situation or your health. You may have some congestion around your heart area because you're afraid that people that you love might be hurt or sick. Your throat might feel blocked because you're lonely and you don't know what to say, or you're holding back tears. You might feel either very connected to spirit because it's a trying time, or you might feel a little bit forsaken by spirit as well. And no matter how you're feeling, please don't pass any judgments. Please just allow yourself to feel emotionally how you feel, physically how you feel, and of course spiritually how you feel. And I'd like you to come up with a few things that you would like to release. Maybe you want to release anxiety. Maybe you want to release fear. Maybe you want to release some heartache. Even if you can't put a word to it, it's all right. It could just be a feeling, a heaviness, a sensation that you want to release. And set your intention now to make that release, to make that happen through the 5-5-5 breath, and it's through the Yogalesque as well. Set your intention to release all of that. And together, we will start flowing and releasing and moving it. Breathe from that root chakra all the way to the crown, and just allow that energy to flow fully throughout your entire body, root to crown, allowing it to push out from the heart, the throat, the third eye. So it's just like you're sitting in a bubble of energy, and just breathe and feel. And slowly, whenever you are ready, using that 5-5-5 breath pattern, start changing your breath. And I will let Diane count you through a couple of cycles before we move into our first pose.
Okay, let's try it in again for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold briefly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale slowly in an ah sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, this time I'm going to breathe, and you can look at my hands for a count of 5. Inhale. Perfect.
Wonderful. Now gently rock forward onto your hands and knees, and I will turn sideways so you can see me. And gently putting the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees under the hips, move through that cat-cow position with your breath, just allowing that spine to extend, to lengthen. And as you do this, think about the space between each vertebrae filling up, elongating, and breathing. Good. 2 more times, and then we're going to tuck the toes under and do another focused stretch. Returning to neutral spine, I want you to tuck your toes under. We are about to go into down dog, which is the hips, which is the lower chakra. So as you are moving into down dog, if you have any fear over survival, over enough money, over safety, I want you to inhale. And as you press up into down dog and raise those hips up, I want you to think about that red root chakra opening and gently circle your hips around and feel that energy of fear spiraling out of that root chakra, moving up into the ethers to be transmuted. And then go ahead and reverse that circle and just allow your hips to move in that space of pure positive energy, of safety, of security, of being enough. And if your wrists are sore, you can come down to your elbows, you can come up on your fingers, whatever is easiest for you. And then I want you to gently tread your heels out one at a time to open up the back of the legs, to root you into the earth that supports you. And feel that connection from the earth that is supporting you all the way up the back of the legs, up the inner thighs, up those hips, and allow that chakra to radiate up. And breathe and pause. And then Diane will lead us through a breath and some of the Kegels in this position to fully release that fear of survival, that fear.
All right, perfect, ladies. Now in this position, start to squeeze in that Kegel as you inhale for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it briefly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Bend one of your legs. The right leg is the one I have bent right now, and really feel that nice stretch on that left leg a little deeper as we squeeze again for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale in an ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. Now dig deeper into that right leg as we release all these emotions from our root and squeeze again for a count of 5. Breathe in and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just wiggle your legs a little bit, get that flow going again so we can get in a new position. If your arms are tired like mine.
Yeah, so lock your feet in. Go ahead and grab your elbows. It doesn't matter if your feet are hip distance apart, if your big toes and ankles are touching, or if there's a little further apart. Keep whatever bend you want in those knees that protects that low back. And just breathe and sway side to side a little bit, opening the back. We release that root chakra, but I want you to move up towards the sacral chakra. Think about the backside of the belly button. Think about that part of your spine, the lumbar portion of your spine. And breathe through that lumbar portion of your spine, bending your knees as much or as little. My hamstrings get tired, so I bend my knees. But open up that back lumbar region. The sacral chakra deals with sweetness, sexuality, creativity, pleasure, and especially now with this fear, many people are not moving into feeling good. So pretend you're breathing through that back and allow yourself to sway and move. And then when you're ready, bend your knees a little bit more, put your hands on your knees and roll up slowly through that spine so you don't give yourself a head rush. And I want you to stand, finding your balance. And my head is cut off. I'm going to adjust my camera. But what I want you to do is continue with that hip circle that we started off in the down dog. And this is just stirring up the energies in that belly. And even if you want to place a hand on your belly and move it around, moving into that energy, you can even push any negativity away and make it a beautiful dance, a beautiful swirl. Grounding those feet, connecting, breathing, and then go ahead and reverse that circle around. See if you can get a little bit more free. Flow the energy up from the feet, up through the legs, up through the root chakra, and right there into that sacral, that navel place, all right in that mid-belly. And breathe. And slowly separate those feet, taking those arms out, and just allow yourself to shine from the root to that belly button. Bending your knees if you need to, hinge forward into a modified flat back pose. And we're just going to take one arm and reach it down onto the floor, gazing up towards that hand that's on top, if that's comfortable. If not, gaze right down at the floor and opening up through that root, through that solar plexus. Diane can give us a couple breaths on each side.
Okay, as you lean into that leg, really feel that lateral stretch, squeeze in that pelvic floor, and you will notice that the orgasmic potential will increase within you. This is all about tapping into that sexual energy and releasing those emotions. So let's go in for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just taking a normal deep breath and release so we can change positions. Let's switch sides now. Really dig into that right side or the opposite side that you used. Feel that stretch as we Kegel and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just hang in the middle. Fold your arms like we did before. Get your knees comfy. And just Kegel right here one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Wonderful. Keep your hands on the floor and just gently tuck those knees back into that hands and knees position that we started in before. And depending on the health of your body and your lower back, we are going to go into some sort of up dog. So that might mean hinging just gently forward, pressing the chest forward and lifting, whatever is comfortable for your back. And then I want you to just rock back into a wide knees child pose. And then up to those hands and knees. And then just gently into some form of up dog or cobra, whatever your body will allow. And just cycle through those two shapes, breathing and allowing the body to move. And as you do so, I want you to think about that solar plexus chakra. Keep doing these movements. Solar plexus chakra is right here in the solar plexus, and that is the seat of our power. So as you're moving, I want you to shine and push that power out of that solar plexus. Breathing and moving. And then if you're comfortable staying in this up dog position and gently circling those ribs one way and then the other, you can do that. And then in this position, opening the throat, opening the chest, pushing the shoulders down, lengthening the neck. Take a deep breath in. Good. And then returning to hands and knees. Rounding through those shoulders. Tucking those toes, rising up into that down dog one more time. Walking the feet up to the hands. Softening the knees. And then inhaling all the way up into a standing position. And again, from that solar plexus, some sort of back bend, just to open that solar plexus, open the heart. Breathe. And come on right back, hands at heart center. And then one more time, inhaling all the way up, some sort of back bend. Stretching and exhaling, pulling out of that low back. All the way down, coming right back down to those knees. And then either from the hands and knees position, we can do one more breath, or if your wrists and back will allow, in the up dog position, whatever works best for you. And Diane, if you want to count the Kegels here, you sure can.
All right, let's try this in this position for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Feel those abs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, that's a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah, that was.
I really felt that deep. Then go ahead and rest in that child's pose for a bit. And coming all the way up just to a seated position. And we will close with the throat, the heart, and the third eye. So we'll be bringing it up and exhaling it to one side and bringing it up and exhaling to the other side. And our lungs are different sizes, so our breaths will be different for this. But what I want you to do is scoop in the way you want to feel, and as you push it away, push out that energy of heartbreak, of not knowing the future, of being uncertain. And I really want you to use your fingers to comb through that energy field and push it out. Breathing it in, pushing it out. Breathing it in and pushing it out with your own speed. And sometimes, it just feels really good to go a little faster and push it off. And sometimes it feels good to get slow and deep, and you choose. It doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. And then place one hand on the heart when you're done. One hand on the opposite knee. And I want you to move gently into a twist. And then take that hand that's on the heart, push it up to the throat, and let your truth come pouring out. Let your heart come pouring out. Dropping that arm to the floor, right in that twist. Diane can count us through a breath on each side and a Kegel.
Yes, so feel that stretch in your arm. I definitely feel it as we breathe in and Kegel for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, that was a good one.
It really was. Let's go ahead and take that on the other side then. Same thing, hand on the knee, hand on the heart. Feel that throat, feel that heart energy. Push out, clear away anything that's blocking your voice. Reach that arm down on the ground, stretching those arms, and then Diane, you can guide us.
Get ready for a squeeze for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale those emotions for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wonderful. Coming right back to center. Place your hand on your third eye and place the hand on the crown of the head. Feel that connection between your physical vision and your spiritual vision. We connect to spirit through the crown of our head. We connect to our vision through that third eye. Feel that connection between the physical eyes, the third eye, and the crown of the head. Feel the length in the neck, dropping the shoulders. Go ahead and drop those hands and just feel that connection as you gently look to one side, feeling the stretch in that neck and in the shoulders. Always be careful with the neck. And then sweeping the physical gaze as well as the third eye gaze all the way to the other side, slowly and gently. Just clearing your path, clearing your vision, clearing your insight, gently stretching. We carry so much stress and tension in our necks, in our hips, in our backs. Bringing it back to center. And then Diane, is there any other pose that we have missed that would be a great pose to stretch into?
Yes, we can stretch the arms a little bit. Mine are a little tight, so I think we'll go with that. So just pull your arm over your head, grab it with the opposite arm, and just feel that pull on your shoulder blade up into your elbow. And we're gonna do that clench and breathe for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, loosen those fingers, get them moving, and switch sides. One might be tighter than the other, so it's ideal that if you do feel you are tight, you can continue and do this later on after this class, and just do a couple more stretches as you breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now I'm loose.
That felt good.
Whew,
What
that was nice.
Yes. What I would like to do before we close out the meditation is stand up one more time and kind of seal all of this in. So however you come up, whether it's rocking up or pressing up to a lunge, whatever is the best way for you, what I'd like us all to do is stand and just feel our feet on the ground. Let your arms circle around you, feeling the extent of your energy bubble up, front and back, side to side. That is your energy. And now I want you to just move your body in a way that is joyful for you, a joyful movement for you. And what I want you to do is feel that positivity, that happiness. If you can't get to joy, that's okay. I just want you to get a little bit of positive energy generated in your body, in your arms, in your hips, in your legs, that entire line of chakras, root to crown. Just move it. Little cha-cha-cha, little sexiness, little flirtiness. And just allow that energy to come out in front, in back, both sides, and all around. And then calm the body. And as you keep the physical body still, feel the enlivened energy in your body's energy field, behind, around. Feel how it's just pushed out some of those emotions that you wanted to get rid of. And through your intention, through your breath, through the power of those Kegels, and through some joyful movement, you have cleansed and purified. And Diane will be leading us in a meditation, and I'm not sure if you want to do that seated or standing.
I'm going to sit.
Perfect.
All right, so I invite you guys to close your eyes and just relax. Allow your breath to help you relax deeper and deeper, letting go of anything that does not serve you, allowing all this energy flow to settle in deeper into your body. Taking a deep, slow breath. Feel that flow of energy up from your root, through your heart chakra, up to your crown chakra. Just let that breath guide you. And imagine that you have before you a bright green garden, vibrant green trees, all surrounding you. Peaceful sounds of birds. You see butterflies. You're completely aligned. Your body's peaceful and calm, and you have released everything that you set in your intentions today. I invite you now to imagine that right before you, there's a small flower. It's bursting out of the ground right before your eyes. This beautiful flower of your favorite color, whatever that may be, is absolutely perfect. It represents your resilience, your alignment, and your sense of deep calm and relaxation. And anytime you want to connect with these emotions, these happy, joyful feelings, this sense of deep flow within your body, all you have to do is take in a deep breath and connect with your body. Feel that breath flow through your body from the root all the way to your crown chakra. And imagine that beautiful flower that you just created today by taking a little time to self-love and appreciate your body through this unique experience. And now with this next deep, slow breath, you can open your eyes and return to the room, remaining in that sense of flow and relaxation.
That felt wonderful. Thank you. While we're all in this state of peaceful relaxation, I would like to make a couple of comments and then invite Diane, to make her comments as well. What I wanted to point out from this practice is this is something that you can do every day. And it's not like it takes an hour commitment. You don't have to know yoga. You don't have to know specific moves. You don't have to spend a certain amount of time or spend money on equipment. It's something that, you can do this in the morning before you get out of bed. You can forward fold or do the cat-cows on your hands and knees in the afternoon when you've had some stressful moments or an argument with somebody you love. You can even do the Kegels in her breath, sitting at your desk or in the car. There's so many tools that we have that provide physical and emotional release. And sometimes we overcomplicate things. I'm a former lawyer. I overcomplicate everything, everything. And I really would like to invite and encourage you to use the breath, to use the moves. And to close out my part before Diane, says anything else she wants to say, I just wanted to read you this little section on Yogalesque to give you something to think about in terms of how to use this kind of a practice. Maybe you consider yourself to be pretty enlightened and self-aware. As a coach who practices yoga and meditation and who has the lowdown on every mindfulness trick in the book, I like to think that I am. However, I can assure you that even though I know exactly what I'm supposed to do in order to stay calm, focused, present, and filled with joy in every situation I could possibly encounter, I don't always do what I'm supposed to do. I get tired and flustered and grouchy or whatever, and I fail. Or more frustrating for me, others don't behave in the way that I think they should behave, and it completely throws me for a loop. Sometimes I get a case of runaway monkey mind that can't be stopped. I obsess and I worry, and even though I know better, I fall into self-judgment and I criticize myself for failing to do a better job, for feeling better, for looking better, which doesn't help. But as usual, burlesque, or more specifically, yogalesque, always does. Yogalesque is the conscious practice of aligning your body physically with the way you want to feel emotionally, combining yoga, chakras, breath, and the body's energy system with theater and the dance techniques of burlesque, yoking together movement and emotion in order to hear the wisdom of your own body and to process, clear, and create your own desired emotional state. No, this is not woo-woo magic. It's innate, intuitive stuff that we do every day, mostly without even realizing we're doing it. When somebody gives us bad news, our bodies react. When somebody tells us we've won $1 million, our bodies react. It's that conscious choosing of how you want to feel and aligning your body in that way that will help the chakras flow the energy. And then using Diane's breath and that deeper connection, I really invite you, no matter how bad it gets, to try this practice. Because if you're anything like me, I fail and I forget. But just remembering there's such power in just 2 or 3 simple breaths. And I thank you for being here with us. And Diane, if you have closing words that you would like to share, please share your love.
Thank you. I love everything that you said. I absolutely agree. Even us as coaches, we fail, we fall down, we hit rock bottom, and we have to pick ourselves up. I literally fell yesterday. I sent you a video, the funny video that I made. I fell on my ass and hit myself against the toilet seat. We still fail to see the messages sometimes, and it's perfectly okay to fall down and pick yourself up and learn from that and change the way that you are reacting to stressful situations. We have this awareness within us, and we need to use that awareness and take action when we're feeling stressed out. If your muscles are getting tight, if you're getting a sudden pain in your back, if your throat is getting a knot, That is a sign from your body that you need to take a break and shift things for yourself, which is why I love to teach this practice, because you can do it anytime, anywhere. Nobody knows that you're Kegling. Nobody can tell that you're taking in a deep breath. And the exhale, you can do it quietly and still get the vocal release. So it's a very amazing thing that you can do all the time. One of the things that I actually do is I get in yoga positions as I brush my teeth. How long are you supposed to be brushing your teeth for? 2 minutes. If you have the ones with the timer, which my son was even telling me yesterday, Mom, I need something to entertain me because brushing my teeth for 2 minutes takes too long. I said, don't worry, we're going to start stretching with our toothbrush. Stretch your legs. Get into a comfy position, stretch your legs as you brush your teeth. There's so many opportunities for us to be using our bodies and creating that awareness to release those emotions and align ourselves. And you've learned most of it right here just by getting connected with your body. So it's about connecting with yourself. I wanted to read a little piece since you read from yours. I actually talk about climactic stretch. This is the section about it. It says, I also developed a routine called climactic stretch, which progressively relaxes the muscles and tension throughout your body by targeting your unique tension areas. The fun thing I learned is that it also improves lymphatic blood flow and reduces inflammation. Those Kegels, they're all about that. I have a chronic debilitating condition called EDS type 3. It's Ehlers-Danlos, which impacts connective tissues, muscles, and all organs in the body. This routine helped me overcome those tight muscles, tender and sore spots, and numb and tight, tingly areas. It even improved bruising by improving my circulation. Most people with my condition are chronically ill and they become debilitated as their muscles shrink, shrivel, and lose circulation. Yet, I overcame carpal tunnel, piriformis syndrome, bursitis, plantar fasciitis, and so much more. All of these pesky diagnoses deal with the tight connective tissue and inflammation. And everyone has tight connective tissue and inflammation because that is where we hold our emotions in our body. So use that awareness, do your Kegels, breathe deeply, and stretch out those muscles. You don't deserve to be in pain. You deserve to release it.
Yes, thank you. We all deserve to feel good. Diane, where can people get a hold of you if they want to know more?
Yes, so everywhere on social, I'm Diane Vich, Diane, V like Victor, ICH. On Eventbrite, I actually created some free events just like you did, a series of climactic stretch and dance release. So Lora does burlesque. I wrote an article recently about dance release and how we can use music to help us relieve emotions and stress from our body and really connect in a deeper way. It's a fun class. I'm not any kind of instructor. I'm a registered nurse and I just learned how to use my body. And it's just a fun way to get together with other ladies and have fun and release negativity.
Perfect. Thank you. And you can find me at loracheadle.com, Lora, Lora Cheadle. And you can, same thing, find me across social media. And yes, I have a lot of fun burlesque videos. I've been doing some burlesque, yogalesque every Wednesday night on my Life Choreographer page. So reach out to both of us. Come play and come release some of this and feel good. And yes, connective tissue is pretty darn important. So take care of yours. And the pelvic floor is incredibly important. So thank you, Diane. I have thoroughly enjoyed today.
Thank you, Lora. It was an amazing experience. I can't wait to do more.
I can't either. Goodbye.